Welcome to an all-new but throwback episode of NBA 2K TV.
Oh yeah, throwback because we are going retro. We have details on the 90s event going live tomorrow, December 16th.
Then Team 2K TV is deep into the LeBron era and MyNBA eras. We will fill you in on our season and maybe a finals matchup.
That would be kind of sick. Who's gonna win the championship? Let's find out.
The championship. Ring, ring. The 90s are calling and you don't need a landline to answer the call. Just head over to the event center this weekend.
As if, Alexis. If you've reached an overall rating of 90 in my career, head to this retro event for top-notch 3v3 competition. Bring your totally awesome builds and earn wins to unlock prizes starting at 9 a.m. and running in 4-hour windows through Sunday.
The rewards are determined by your overall score through the event. The more you play, the better your chances, and you'll earn double rep while you play the event. It's all that and a bag of chips.
Good luck out there, home skillets.
Okay, we are back with our NBA 2K24 Era series, and if you're catching this for the first time, Team 2K TV is taking on the LeBron Era. We drafted, we went through the first season, and congratulations, Danny, for winning that first championship.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
All the Kings won it.
Light the beam!
Offline, we went through the off season, we simmed the second season, and congratulations, Chris, for taking that second title.
That's right, Kobe has 6 titles. Now we're going for number 7.
Now we're back for our third season, and some teams look completely different. We're not simming anymore, we're playing this season throughout on the sticks. Okay, everyone, let's recap where we're at now since our last segment. Chris, what did you do?
So coming off the championship, I decided to make a pretty big trade. I traded Chris Kaman, Sasha Vujacic, Mike Bibby, and Steve Blake for Mario Chalmers and Greg Oden. I wanted some more size and some youth on the team. With this trade, the Lakers were the #1 seed heading into this postseason.
So in season 2, my New York Knicks, led by LeBron James, Andre Iguodala, Baron Davis, and Brandon Roy, did not make the playoffs, which I found unbelievable. So I traded Brandon Roy with an 83 overall for a younger 93 overall three-point shot, J.R. Smith, just to add some shooting around LeBron James. And then that led me to a 12-2 season.
Well, I didn't win the championship in season 2, so I had to retool in season 3 by making a huge splash towards the NBA draft. I acquired the 2nd and 5th pick in the draft, taking Damian Lillard and Andre Drummond for some big youth movement behind Russell Westbrook. And then in free agency, I added some guys like Nicholas Batum, and I added guys like Marc Gasol. Overall, I think I put together a very complete team, which was good enough for the 3 seed in the West.
And our first season champion, Danny.
In Sacramento, we caught a little bit of rough public relations. I'll explain. I lined up all my players to give them their championship rings, and after Derrick Rose and Tyson Chandler walked through, I said, hold on everyone else, here's also a plane ticket, thanks for your service, and I sent them packing. I rebuilt a bunch of shooters, and hopefully it'll be enough firepower to get through the postseason here.
Well, in Miami, we missed the playoffs the first season, got bounced in the first round the second season, so I just did a complete overhaul of my roster, traded away Dwight Howard, Chauncey Billups, Zach Randolph, and got 84 overall Steph Curry, who has since developed into a 94 overall, and then also traded for the first overall pick and acquired Anthony Davis. And I was going complete youth, but then I realized I opened up a lot of cap space, so I decided to fill out my roster with veterans, Tim Duncan and Ray Allen.
Well, these teams are all looking great, but how about you, Alexis? You're new to this MyNBA eras for Team 2K TV. How are your Boston Celtics looking?
I want to give a shout out to Manu Ginobili for being the 6th man of the year in the second season, but in my third season, I just did not have the cap space, so I wanted to make some trades and build around KD for the future. So I offloaded some cap space and I got a first round draft pick. And I ended up the #1 seed in the playoffs, so I'm excited to go through these.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson.
And after all those moves, we're in the finals now, and guess what? It is a rematch between Blake and Brian, the Heat versus the Warriors. Guys, how did you get here?
Well, I got past the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. Second round, another classic rivalry game against Danny and the Kings. Tremendous matchup, but I think Westbrook and Lillard proved to be too much. Also big plays from Batum. And then in the Western Conference Finals against Chris, again, rookie Damian Lillard played his butt off. And then Batum hit some big threes. Russell Westbrook led the way again. And here we are, back in the finals, trying to get another win against Blake.
Chris and Danny, what happened?
Oh, Alexis, all the dangers of a one-game series. You know, when you're trying to shoot with a bunch of new players, it's difficult, but none of that matters because Brian played a better game. My hat's off. Well done.
And in the Western Conference Finals, I was so happy to learn that Gilbert Arenas, my backup point guard, was actually done for the season with another injury. So unfortunately, I didn't have the guard depth that I traded away in the beginning of the season, and it was a great game that came down to the last few moments. So congratulations, Brian.
So I started off against the Sixers in the first round, made easy work of them, and then it was on to a classic rivalry with Rodney once again. We played a really competitive game, but I think size was just too much. And then it was on to Alexis in the conference finals, and once again, just out-rebounding and big shots made by Ray Allen.
My team came through the playoffs as the #1 seed, and Katie definitely showed out against Blake, but the rest of the team was just meh. So my job next season is to build around KD.
Blake is correct. His size was way too much for my team, so going to the next season, I will be adding some size to the New York Knicks.
Blake and Brian, now you're in the finals. What are your strategies going against each other for the second time?
Well, we haven't played the game yet, Alexis. I'm not going to divulge on that, but maybe afterwards we can talk about that.
Okay, stay tuned because we have a Game 3 winner-takes-all finals later in this episode.
Go Blake!
It's time for Top Plays. This is Peter Bartow, PA announcer in NBA 2K24. First vote of Season 3. Here are your top 4 plays of the week. Entering in the Pro-Am with skills. Are you tired of getting taunted during a game? Here's an idea. Send that ball to the backcourt. Return to sender. First class stamped. Ho-ho! Into My Team Clutch Time with the OG D5. Down 2 with only seconds remaining, relays the pass to Hito Turkoglu with the 4-point green. An enormous 30-footer, reminding us all that every second matters. Catching a ride on the Pro-Am blimp with 30B Bori. Starts with a dunk, then strips a steal, then spins into the lane and finesses home the game winner. Wow! The two-way players showing up and showing off. That's game. Closing up shop with trending topic in the wreck. Poking to steal loose and then boldly throws down a self-lob against a sea of defenders. Warning swimmers, experts only in these waters. Decision time. Choose your top play of the week now. Think you've got something special? Send us your best plays from Season 3 using the hashtag 2KTVWow and your gamer tag. We're on the lookout now. Until next week, keep up that teammate grade, everybody. See ya.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports.
We are back to see who takes the title in Season 3 of MyNBA Eras with Team 2K TV. It is Blake versus Brian, the Heat versus the Warriors. Let's go.
All right, Chris, who do you think will win?
Well, going up against Brian in the Western Conference Finals, I have to put my money on him because of his length, because of his scoring, and the ability to stretch the floor with all the kind of players that can hit the 3-ball. I think Brian has this. Sorry, Blake.
No, I don't care. What about you, Alexis?
I'm gonna go with Blake. I think he's shown that he knows how to build a team, a championship caliber team, and he's got the greatest shooter of all time. So I'm gonna go with Blake on this one.
Brian's making adjustments already. He's getting nervous.
No, I'm just turning the shot meter off.
Same thing.
Do you guys all play with shot meter off?
Yes. We're adults, Blake.
I'm still a child.
You gotta turn that meter off. You get that extra percentage boost. That can mean the difference between green beans and red bricks. And I prefer the green beans on my plate of dinner.
Here's Curry. And that
Ooh!
I like how that when we're doing these eras that this reminds me of the old school, I mean, I guess old school to me, Golden State, where it's that font, it's in Oracle Arena, it's in Oakland, it's pretty cool.
Come on. AD.
here's Westbrook.
And one. Come on.
Brian loves a good backcourt.
Brian loves playing recklessly.
That's my game. That's how I play. You guys know me. This is my style.
He gets duct tape and puts it on that right trigger and then just plays.
What, you gonna try and back me down? What are you doing?
Easy.
Allen on the wing. He gets it up. And that's not good.
Blake's gonna hold him under 10 in the quarter.
Wow.
That was rough. That was a bad quarter. That was ugly.
Brian, how do you feel after one quarter?
Not the best offensively, but we're starting off with a Luke Rittenauer 3 in the second quarter, so I'm ready to get rolling here.
Okay.
Oh, D West just got mauled.
That's a foul!
Dame makes his move.
Ooh, huh?
On the take. Ooh, Lillard with the quick.
Oh, finally a reverse layup goes in and doesn't get swatted.
It might be the first team to 30 taking the championship here.
The inside.
The high
I'm
scoring
right
era.
there.
Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
When was the last time the first pick in the draft and the second pick in the draft faced each other in the finals? This is history right here.
Was Dame the second?
Yeah.
You gave the answer. We can't pop the interactive now.
Good fake. Oh, I thought Drummond got there.
Here's Westbrook with the drive.
Hey.
Westbrook, what are you doing? What is going on with my finishing?
So Brian, who are some of your favorite players on this constructed Warriors team?
Well, the head of the snake, Russell Westbrook, is super fun. Really fits my style of play where, I like to play recklessly, run around, dunk the ball. And then the two rookies, Damian Lillard and Andre Drummond, have been huge for my team with bench production. And then for Drummond, rebounding and defense has been huge.
What about you, Blake?
No, not going to divulge any information, actually.
Okay.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome.
That was a good first half.
It was, and you're up 2.
Rodney, you said that was a good first half. I think you used the term good a little loosely there.
A little too loosely there.
I think he meant it's good that the first half is over.
That's true.
Hey, you know what? You youngsters fall in love with an offensive game plan, and Brian and I are bringing it back to the old school, playing a nice, gritty defense.
Dunking on opponents. Good hands, Mark.
Whoa.
Duncan.
Tim, get in there, big boy.
Here's Drummond.
Ooh.
Drummond's mad at the rim.
All right, 20-18 here in the third quarter. It's a close one.
Oh, there you go, Brian. A jump shot.
Yeah, he's hit a couple, and they've been sound and meaningful.
Comfortable or confident.
Curry.
And one.
All right, come on.
Hey, show some respect to your favorite player in the world.
I know he can hit it, but I just don't want it today.
All right, 2-point game.
Nice, Dame.
Here's Davis. 3 quarters of play and a close one here.
Brian, how you feeling right now?
I'm locked in. I'm kind of nervous, down 2, but there's still a whole quarter to play, so I'm still confident.
All right, 3:16 remaining, 27-25.
No more timeouts on the board.
That's a tough look to give up.
Hey, big 3. I held up 4 fingers on accident.
All right, Brian down 3. Let's see what he does with the rock.
He takes it in. It's deflected.
How is that not a foul? Somebody can please explain. Big shot for Dame
He went
here.
straight up.
Oh,
He went
no.
That's a rookie Dame. It's not Dame time yet.
It's like Dame Nickel. It's not Dame Dollar yet.
I would post up AD and kick out.
Yeah, I like that.
That was so stupid. What am I doing?
Down low. Here's Duncan.
Nice play, Blake.
Blake has longed for this moment to get his vengeance on Brian.
Yeah.
The poetic justice of Blake defeating a Warriors fan with Stephen Curry.
It isn't over. I mean, down 5, 30 seconds left.
I don't know. It takes him 3 minutes to score 5.
Listen, Danny, this is not very positive right now.
This was tough. I couldn't score inside.
And they've done it. The Miami
Anyone notice
Heat.
Blake get a lot more arrogant about 30 seconds ago?
Yeah.
Hey, I got to repay because if I remember correctly, Brian got real confident the last time he beat me, so I had to repay it.
Too easy.
He's got 31, folks.
Miami's got 30. Blake's size proved to be way too much. Usually my game is finishing at the rim, and I was not prepared on the perimeter this game.
Well, congratulations to Blake and his Miami Heat for the title in the 3rd season of the Team 2K TV MyNBA Eras, and I'm excited to see what we do in the offseason.
Congrats, Blake.
Thank you, guys. Good game, Brian. Good game.
Good game.
If you remember, last week we drew an NBA Christmas Day matchup out of a hat to determine which one will be featured on our annual 2K TV versus the World holiday game against the community.
Well, if you missed it, you'll have to check back here next week, December 22nd, to see who takes the win in the NBA 2K version. We'll also have a lot more planned for you in our holiday special. You won't want to miss it.
It's holiday time. You got your Christmas list ready? You got your Christmas
I do.
presents
What
ready?
are you getting me, Chris?
We'll have to find out, but until then, enjoy the game. Go get some dubs.
He's getting me Cole.
Probably.